Hello and welcome to today's random act of poetry. There's, again, a lot going on within this poem. There's this idea that the mystery traditions, whichever area you choose to believe that those mystery traditions come from, usually Egypt, ancient Greece, India, and sometimes the Far East and China, hid their secret knowledge. Secret knowledge, no knowledge is secret, it's just yet to be revealed. And it's the unveiling of that knowledge that allows us to understand it. So there is this idea of the veil, behind the veil. It comes up in Celtic mythology quite a lot. The seventh wave and seventh heaven, the seventh cloud are all ways of trying to break through the veil. The veil, in my opinion, is how you choose to see. How you choose to see the world for what it actually is. We have this moment in our history where it's almost as if we move from a shamanic way of practicing religion and tradition, and then suddenly it becomes a religious, a church-driven power structure. That, I think, ties in very, very closely with the discovery of metals. And I think particularly iron was a major changing point upon our religious platform. Another idea is the mind palace. I try and lose the term mind palace because the palaces, we're all guilty of creating them in our little perfect world and our perfect ways of perceiving the world. Our palace will have white walls, a white sofa and a white carpet, a 50-inch plasma screen TV, and it will be slick and it will be unadorned, and those adornments that we do choose to have will be slick again. We're all on a fast track, or we all think that we're on a fast track to success. I'm probably, probably about halfway through my fast track. And I can tell you now, there's no fast track. It's hard work, study, effort. That will give you the results. And if for 1 minute you think on that journey that you've made it, and you've made it to such a point where you can tell other people on the journey that you've made it, then you haven't. You can't measure your success by how many fights you've won, by how many ways you can bend your leg around your head. All you can measure it by is your ability to keep practicing and practicing until the end. Last point, and I know I'm doing a long introduction again here. I love trinities. Trinities can be found throughout different religions, different mystery traditions. They can be found in science, Ohm's triangle being a perfect one, resistance and voltage and wattage, or watts. Again, these triangles will appear. We have one in our fight or flight response, and there's the first one: fight, flight, or freeze. I think it's not quite that case. Well, that's not quite the case. I think our ancestors had a slightly different one, and it was mate, eat, or avoid. Could you mate it? Could you join with it to make your life easier? If not, were you able to eat it? And if you couldn't eat it and it wasn't going to further your genetic code, then you needed to avoid it. Anyway, here's the poem. Mate, eat, or avoid. The ever-changing veil shrouds the light within clarity from its own truth. Only when concealed can the pattern be revealed. The steps to victory are followed by those afraid to stand out. Boldly the confident stride ahead, acquiring the knowledge they need to forge a new metal into the tools of conquest. Overcoming the obstacles which lay in the way of the seeker, studying these barriers, the discerning mind evaluates its worth, paving the path to the illustrious palace. To concentrate the awareness upon one goal is vital. Regardless of your opinion, there is only one destination. How you get there is up to you. The slow route, though, enjoys more views than you could ever imagine necessary.